Poverty isn't just about numbers. It's about exhaustion, fear, and feeling invisible in a world that rewards what you don't have. For many, being poor wasn't a decision. It was inherited, born into a system of struggle. Raised by parents doing their best with too little. Educated in schools that lacked resources. And surrounded by environments that normalized survival over growth. So no, being poor isn't your fault. But if you've made it this far, if you're aware, capable, and have access to even the smallest window of opportunity, then staying stuck might be. This video isn't about blame, it's about hope with responsibility. Let's explore how we get here, and more importantly, how we start moving forward. Chapter 1. Circumstances aren't always choice. You don't choose your starting point. You don't choose the parents you were born to, the zip code you grew up in, or whether your childhood was filled with nourishment or neglect. Many people start the race of life several laps behind, not because they're lazy, but because they were born into scarcity. Of money, of opportunity, of guidance. Poverty is generational, systemic, and often invisible from the outside. It affects how you see yourself, how you value your potential, and what you believe is possible. So, if your past has been filled with setbacks, don't carry shame for it, carry understanding. Because once you acknowledge that you didn't create the storm, you can begin learning how to navigate it. And that brings us to the next step, not just surviving your story, but reframing it. Chapter 2. Mindset shapes your momentum. What separates those who stay stuck from those who slowly rise, often starts in the mind. Poverty trains people to think in terms of limitation. It says, there's never enough. You'll never get ahead. Or worse, people like us don't win. But that voice isn't truth, it's trauma. To change your life, you must first change the way you interpret it. That means shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. It means seeing mistakes as lessons, not proof of failure. It means believing that your current situation is temporary, not a life sentence. The hardest part? No one can shift that thinking for you. You have to challenge your own patterns, break your own internal narratives, and fight for new ones, even when it feels unnatural. But mindset alone isn't enough. You also need movement, because belief becomes real through action. Chapter 3. Action creates new outcomes. Knowledge is power, but only if you use it. You don't need a grand plan or a perfect system, you need momentum. Start small. Track your spending. Read a book about money. Learn a new skill. Start a side hustle, no matter how modest. Surround yourself with content, people, and energy that lift you out of limitation. Every step you take proves to yourself that change is possible. And that belief, once rooted, is unstoppable. Don't wait for the perfect time. There won't be one. Start now, not because it's easy, but because your future depends on it. You're not responsible for where you began, but you are responsible for where you go next. And that leads us to the real heart of this message. This isn't about shame. It's about reclaiming power. Being poor may not be your fault, but staying poor, once you know better and have the tools, becomes a choice. Not an easy one, not a quick one, but a choice nonetheless. Every time you choose discipline over despair, clarity over chaos, action over apathy, you're writing a new chapter. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be intentional. Because the truth is, no one's coming to save you. But you're more capable than you've been led to believe. If you're ready to take control of your money and your future, hit that subscribe button. Velocash is here to help you move faster toward financial freedom.